EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Cleveland and the newly named Huntington Bank Field, the home of the Browns. For the right to represent the AFC in this year's Super Bowl. Off we go on EA Sports. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready. Bronco 80. Ready.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early, and we see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. On throw, right side, taken by Njoku. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
They'll stick with him again. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. Couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. Scoring first, so critical in a playoff game. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And he bounces it to the outside, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense. And this one is blocked. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This fielded at about the 9. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. He'll complete this one. That's Deebo Samuel. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. Going right back to Samuel. He's got it again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Denver 1st down. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response?
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Mike Evans. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Broncos move out in front by a point. It's 7-6. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
At their own 33-yard line.
first play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Looking left side is tight end Tremble. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
What a luxury that certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a first carry for their running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. So a quarter in the books in the AFC Championship. It's the Broncos with the early lead. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Here's Nix to throw. This one is caught by Hollywood Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Broncos.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have time, and what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's get the big guys up front some credit.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
36-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Go!
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Third down and 9.
Let's go.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going deep downfield for Judy. And he's in. Jerry Judy. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He gets it to go. And the Browns will tie things up here in the first half. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. They'll motion over Samuel. Second down. Nix. That's going to be caught. It's Marvin Mims. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time, and it'll bring up second down. On the carry, this is Nick Chubb. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Quarterback all the way down like 12 to 7 Tom Brady. You show my stock, you still stack tall, you still can't trade me. Storms in Madden, but you know she living me.
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
On the jump.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
What we're seeing here in this first half, Mike, is an example of the offensive line, the running back, and the play caller all on the same page. The execution and the ability to continue to pick up chunk plays on the ground has been a great start for this offense.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. Following the penalty, they'll run it. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Go!
Now this time they'll look to throw. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now, off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Njoku. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
That is a gain of 15, and now it's 1st and goal.
No, let's go now. Ready, go.
Here's a run. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will go up by 7. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Trey Benson, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And this ball batted away and incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it'll be third down. Nix from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
The most important stat, Mike, to determine wins and losses in the NFL is clearly turnover differential, your ability to protect the ball and on defense, take the ball away. And for any offense, that's even more critical when you have the ball on your side of the field.
And he's going to be hit and dropped right away. That's great coverage there. Winds up with nothing on the return.
Broncos 13.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. The Lamar Hunt Trophy waiting to be claimed. 30 minutes away, unless, of course, we have overtime. We're back underway in the AFC title game. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17. Nix now on 1st and 10. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick six. A touchdown for the defense. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them, big momentum building.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw is Nix. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
Finding room at the 35. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing. Nix in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with the sack. Now you find yourself in 2nd and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one.
And that is intercepted by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to get this back at their own 34-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he will score. David Njoku. Touchdown, Cleveland. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Extra point up and good from Hopkins. And the Browns will extend this 3rd quarter lead. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. They'll go play action with Nix. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. They'll motion over Samuel. Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
And here we have another missed opportunity for an offense that have already had a handful of them throughout this game. And let's be honest, Mike, you just can't afford to overthrow a man that's that open.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. Now a shot downfield for Samuel. And he's going to be out of bounds. They mark him at the 35-yard.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Broncos.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. On second down, it's Nix. There's Evans. He's got it. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal.
Sometimes there's just nowhere to go, right? We ask these running backs, Mike, to do a lot of work, find space, create something out of nothing. Well, this time, he was able to create nothing out of nothing.
They send Evans in motion. Now, this looks like a design run. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2.
Down in the red zone, design quarterback runs are a handful for defenses to account for. But in this case, give them credit. Not a lot of room to maneuver here for the quarterback, and they keep it to a short game.
And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down. That's going to wind up incomplete, but a penalty flag is down on the play. Let's see what that's all about. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot. I really like this defensive play call. Knowing the offense is backed up on their own territory, take the fight to them. You know their first order of business is they're just trying to get some breathing room. Don't give it to them. Go attack. It's exactly what they were able to do, and that hit is what ultimately led to that incompletion.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And that'll be incomplete. What turns out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in the AFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Right side, hauled in by Samuel. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. And this ball's going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
3rd down, 3 to go. Here's Nix to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
This throw left is complete with Judy. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
How about this sequence to start the drive? Back-to-back good gains, 19 for this one.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Mustang 19, go!
Now they'll set up to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here we go. Cut 19, take go.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd down. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. It is a big play for the Browns. 32 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, He's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job.
And he will score again. Touchdown, Browns. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. It's up and good. And the Browns will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Benson. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Benson. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Third and long. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And for a third time today, he's intercepted. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick 6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick 6, but to get 2 pick 6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
So the Dog Pound celebrates. It's a win for the Browns. As they will lift the Lamar Hunt Trophy, they are off to the Super Bowl in 2 weeks as champions of the AFC. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL